Right, we are live once again. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel, the second match of this evening's session of the Tokyo Sevens. It is going to be now between South Africa and the USA. Now, the last time these two sides played was a very close match. I believe it was just snuck in the end by South Africa by a few points. So maybe it could be the case in this one as well. We have also got Katie Dixon in the chat. Also, Tesla, who are you guys rooting for? I think we have got quite a few South African viewers, but also a few people going for the USA as well. Kyle has said, hey, and also we have got there 4 points for Smithy Toilet for maybe USA winning this one 26-22. But it should be a very exciting contest. If you do enjoy this live stream, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It is hugely appreciated. And at this stage, we are probably only sitting around 5 minutes away from the kickoff. And we have got Freedom Birds, says Katie as well. Of course, USA, they were able to finish, I believe, second in Pool C. And you know who finished above them? It was actually South Africa. So because of it now, these two sides, you could say the rivalry is starting to build. The one loss for South Africa in this one, of course, was against Argentina because of the fact that they weren't quite able to get the job done in that game, but they will be hoping that maybe one day they will be able to get an Olympic gold medal perhaps, but that is only going to be an opportunity for Fiji and New Zealand in this one. A ball in the chat from it was Katie, and hi again, says Kyle. Tell you what, we're going to have a few intros today. By the looks of it, we are going to be popping in and out between all of the matches that are taking place. But one thing is for sure, and that is that we're going to get some very good action in the next three games. The first one, USA taking on South Africa. Second, Great Britain taking on Argentina. There's going to be some medals on the table there. The bronze medal opportunity for both of those sides. And then the final, New Zealand taking on Fiji. Should be a very good contest as well. But at this stage, they are about to show the lineups now. South Africa, they have been very strong, but unfortunately just haven't quite been able to put it together the way that they would have liked to. They are just showing the United States. They have still got Danny Barrett. He has looked like he's been through the wars in these matches so far. Carlin Isles out there as well. Perry Baker off the bench. Going to be dangerous perhaps for them if they do decide to go with that combat or that combo. I should say South Africa will win. Are they playing 15s? Or are the 15s playing at the Lions this weekend? Kiwi Lads says much. They are indeed. It is going to be once again a 4 a.m. start here in New Zealand, but I am going to be doing my watch-along live stream for that one as well, as it should be a very exciting contest. And that's one that South Africa need to win as well. We have got in the chat South Africa from Gabriel with a whole heap of applause. He is going for the boys in this match to see whether or not they will be able to get the win, but they have got some very talented players. They are missing, I believe it is actually Selvin Davids still isn't out there. I think he ended up with a concussion after yesterday's hit that he did have on him from the man who got a red card in the Argentina game. The only red card we have seen so far of this competition. So hopefully that is the only one we will see, or else it could really affect one of these games going forward. But they are showing their lineup here, and it does look like a very strong side indeed. The likes of Chris Dry, also Branco de Prea at number 7. You've got a lot of pace. Hans in the back line. Going to be very exciting. NBC making me watch all these White Claw commercials as well, says Katie Dixon. But at this stage, South Africa, they were able to get 4 wins in total. The only win they haven't been able to get, though, was the match up against Argentina. They were able to win up against Australia. I think that was 22-19. Extremely close game. Question for all of you guys and the Kiwi Lads. Why the All Blacks not play on Sunday, says Brandon. That's a good question. I think it has something to do with the fact that just Saturday night became kind of the regular thing. Sometimes we have had games in terms of Super Rugby. We had a couple of the games that were played on Sunday, but I believe it is more of it always seems to be a Saturday night. Are you going to be streaming NPC games? I am hoping to do as many of those games as I can. Bunnings NPC going to be coming up. Going to be a very exciting competition. The likes of some of the names we're going to get to see in that game or in that competition. There are a lot of exciting ones, that is for sure. But at this stage now, they are just showing the cinematics of the flags, which means we are only around a minute away from this game getting underway between the USA Sevens and also South Africa. Can USA get this win, or will it be South Africa's Southern Hemisphere side finishing in 5th place if they do win this one, 6th if they do lose? So yeah, it's got Roger Tuivasa check here for Auckland. That is going to be an awesome signing to have. That is for sure. And then he might be, is he going to be able to play for the Blues this year, or is it next year that he is allowed to play? Do let me know, KC. At this stage now, we are going to see the cinematics of the referees, and then we will be out onto the field for the players. And there are some very good ones indeed in this one. The referee for this one, Sam Grove White, is going to have the head assignment. I'm not actually sure who the referee is for the match coming on later on between New Zealand and Fiji, or the semi-final, or the bronze final, I should say, between the two other sides, which are going to be Great Britain, and also it will be Argentina is the other one. Barry Baker, or Barry Baker as well, says Tesla. And I will ask the question, who do you guys think is going to score the first try of this match? I haven't actually been able to predict it right yet. but I am going to try now, and I am going to say that it is going to be Danny Barrett. He seems like a very good pick with the fact that he has been playing very well throughout the season, or throughout the competition, I should say. But now it is going to be Sawyer Swapi. Is going to be leading his team out onto the field of Chris Stroy, Makata, David, Gerald, also Hans and Brown. And it is a very strong side here for South Africa. They need to make sure that they strike early in this game, and they continue to strike in this one as well. Barry Baker's getting the first try as well, says Tesla. And he isn't actually starting the match, though. So that is going to be an interesting one, which would mean that maybe in the second half, although he is actually kind of standing halfway there, but I don't believe he is going to be starting this one. Carlin Isles is the man that they have given the nod. 26 points as well. Says that Brandon USA is not going to win. So I assume that it's 26 points it will be to the South African side. But at this stage now, we are only around 10 seconds away from the kickoff getting underway in the second match of the Olympic Sevens for this night. We have got 2 more to go after this one, and they are both going to be for medals. So this one is going to be a nice warm-up one to get us in the mood for another game of rugby happening very soon. We have also got Ric Flair noises, woo, or woo, in the chat, and a few balls and Kieran as well. But now it is going to be kicked off by USA. And it is going to be on getting this one underway, or sorry, Nuia getting this one underway for the USA. And at this stage, whoever wins this one will get 5th place at the Olympics Games. So that is exactly what they want. Nicely taken there by the South African captain, just outside of his own 22 now. And once again, they are going to be passing this across. Towards Hans, then gives it to their number 13. He's got plenty of pace now. Offloaded on the inside now. And that is one thing that South Africa have done extremely well throughout this competition, is use that back line. And they need to continue to in this game. But now it is going to be once again going forward. It's in the hands of Gerald, who is trying to make his way up into the half of the USA, going back to the halfway line now. Once again, they're going to have another opportunity. Little kick in behind here for South Africa. He's got plenty of pace as well. Danny Barrett's trying to keep up with him. He somehow got the ball only a metre out from his own line, and now it's going to be a counter run. Gives it into the hands of Osefo now, who is just trying to shunt off the tackle. But somehow, at this stage, USA still kind of have this ball. That one's gone down, but it is going to be in the hands of Nuia now. And he is going to be under pressure here from Hans to get him forced back almost to their own in goal line. It's going to be Osefo with the big fend. But he is being dragged down once again. Somehow, they have been able to hang on to this ball. Now it's going to be Barrett on the outside. Gets it now to Carlin Isles. He doesn't need a lot of space to be able to break through, but that one is almost going to be a penalty. No, it wasn't. To South Africa now. It's going to be Nuia once again now. On the outside, Schroeder gives it to Osefo up the middle of the field. But he has been tackled 30 metres out from his own line at this stage. It seems like USA just can't quite get out of their own half. Trying to protect that ball now. Once again, it is going to be going back across field now. It's going to be Carlin Isles trying to step his way through. He's got acceleration, but he gives it off now. Into the hands of Nuia on the outside. Gives it to Schroeder, wide ball. To the hands of their number 9 now. And once again, at this stage, South Africa just can't get their hands on the ball. I will read the chat in a very short moment, but I do thank you all very much for tuning in. Now it's going to be a good step here. Little flick out the back line. Going to be also a very awkward one. And now this could be an opportunity for South Africa. No, it's still going to be USA's ball inside of their own 22 once again. Not sure whether or not they should just go for a kick here. USA, it's just not quite working for them. But Carlin Isles now running sideways. Gives it off to Barrett. He's going to take contact and he's getting driven backwards in the tackle by Hans. Very nicely done there. And at this stage now, USA, they haven't given the ball to South Africa throughout all of the early stages of this one. And this is going to cause a lot of fatigue in the later stages of this game now. Now it's going to be Madison Hughes who tries to pass it. It's going to be a knock-on advantage and straight up the middle, and it's a try to South Africa. And that just shows what pressure can do. They just stayed all over the USA there. And because of it, it does lead to the pressure. And it's going to be for Justin Gerald. I think it is. Oh, that sounded more French than South African, so maybe that's not quite the pronunciation. But Schroeder put the ball down there, and then from there, Madison Hughes just not quite able to hang on to it. Straight up the middle. And it is Gerald who was able to score the first try of the match for South Africa. We have got there these Billy Ray Cyrus mullets are going to end me as well. Says Katie, and also Bumfa times 100 and a try from Tesla as well. And Danny says Katie. So once again, I got it wrong in terms of who was going to be scoring the first try. So that is rather unfortunate, but hopefully there are 2 more games left. Hopefully I can get it right for one of those. So I wonder why Sam Dixon is not playing. I believe he actually ended up getting injured just before the competition. So I think he was replaced. I can't actually remember the name of the guy who replaced him, but he was actually replaced due to injury kind of last minute. So that is a big shame for him. He would have been very good for New Zealand in this competition, but at the stage now, it is going to be the number 9 who scored the try, Gerald, who is kicking this one off. Going to be taken nicely there by, I believe, now Schroeder's got the ball in an awkward angle here, but it is going to be in the hands of Danny Boom Boom Barrett, not quite able to get out of the half of the USA, though. They need to find their way into South African territory. That's going to be a bounce pass. It's a loose ball as well. And now it's going to be an awkward one, and it's a knock on. I believe it was a knock on by the USA, but they are going to continue going now. And because of it, it is going to be the number 9. He's got pace. He's got Carlin Oils with him as well. If he needs him, he's not going to. And because of it, it is going to be the try for Thomason. And they are back in this match now. USA, the first time they have been able to enter the half of South Africa. And that's good to try. Because of it, tell you what, we've got a lot of 7s on the screen at the moment. It is going to be USA 7s, South Africa 7-7 as well. We have got Go Boy Go and Damn, who made your emote say a fire. It was a little bit of a combined effort, but Isaac was the one who did them, actually creating them. But we had a few ideas, and that's one thing that we want to keep on bringing to you guys. Anytime we end up with new members, we want to keep on adding more emojis, because that is how YouTube have it working, how you've got to have a certain amount of members to be able to have a certain amount of emojis. So I believe we will now be allowed 5 or 6. So that is pretty awesome. We'll have to create a couple more as well. Go USA, says Sonia in the chat as well. And also we have got in the chat as well a few tries, and Kieran. Of course, Kieran is my favorite by far out of all of the emojis, but we've also got the bump fob, we've also got the try, and we've also got the rugby ball and try time, says Sonia as well. At this stage now, 7-all in this match. 2 minutes left of the first half. And who is going to be able to make their mark in this game? The last time these two sides played, it was very close as well. Yes, first entry in second, or South Africa half, and a try too as well, says MH Choi. And now it is going to be once again kicked off by the USA. This could be a good opportunity for Barrett. Decides not to go for it. Tried to swipe it out of the hands of the captain, but he has been dragged down there now. And Danny Barrett just ripping that ball out of his hands. Not allowed to do that, unfortunately. And now they've taken the quick tap here. Once again, it is going to be Hans. Goes back across field, and they have got another good opportunity. Drop ball, though, from South Africa. So now it's going to be the scrum for the USA. Who's your favorite, or what is your favorite online games? That is not your question as well, says Brandon. I would say my favorite online game to play, I mean, I like playing GTA with George, and also actually Far Cry, I think, would actually be probably my favorite game to play online, just because me and George have a lot of fun. Also, Ark is a very good one as well. Karen Emoji is just a love heart as well. Says Katie, yeah, that's pretty awesome, and ball try in the chat from Sunia. But at this stage now, we have also got, I'm going to get your score predictions in the chat. We did see 26-22 earlier on for the USA to win this one from Smithy Toilet. Are we going to get to see the USA win it, or is South Africa going to win this one? Do let me know your score prediction. Oh, Madison Hughes lined up, and that was a huge hit from Hans there. Now, once again, firing the wide ball, looked flat, a little bit forward though, and it is going to be now South Africa who are going to have the scrum feed once again. Equal so far, says MH Joy. It is indeed is the final game. 10 minutes like the HSBC Sevens. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not actually sure. I don't believe so. I haven't heard anything about it, but maybe it could be. I haven't actually seen whether or not it does change for the final, but that will be interesting. I'd say they'll keep it to 7 purely because of the heat at the moment. I believe it is around 30 degrees Celsius with a lot of humidity as well. 1 minute left in the first half. Y'all says Katie Dixon is indeed. And now it is going to be the scrum feed for South Africa. And it looks like they're just having a little bit of trouble getting a stable scrum at the moment. You guys, the finals are 10 minutes per half, 20-minute game. I just remembered, says Tesla. So that means we are going to have an extra 3 minutes in each half. Fatigue is going to be a huge factor in this game if that is the case. Now it's going to be a free kick for South Africa once again. Now, is the bronze medal the same? Tesla, do let me know. But South Africa moving up 40 meters out now from the USA line, going back across the field. Looking decent, Danny Dry. Oh, sorry, it's not Danny Dry, but now it's going to be Brown trying to go through the gap. He is tackled by a 7. It's a little knock on, but it is going to be a high tackle. So once again, taking the quick tap here, South Africa. Going back across field, looking like for a second he was going to be kicking this one, but now he's not. He's going up the middle here. Makata, but he wasn't quite able to pierce the gap. Now it's going to be Davids going short side now. Lining Carlin Isles up. It is going to be the man with the ball in Am Brown, and he's got to step on him. Tries to find the offload to Davis, but he is dragged down by Isles. And once again, it is going to be a free kick, and now it's going to be a tap. Taken. It's going to be the captain drawing pass, and Makata is going to score it between the posts there. And it is a very nice try for South Africa. Once again, just South Africa to win 28-14, and they are working their way towards it here. That is for sure, because that is going to be another try for South Africa in this match. And it was Makata who was able to score it. Very nicely done. And once again, it is just that pressure of having the ball in hand, just continuously passing. Too many penalties against the USA in that situation as well, which did lead to what we have also got in there. 28-14 to Africa as well, says Machu. So that is the same. No, I don't think so, mate. Just the final. And also USA 14, South Africa 12. My prediction, says Sunia. And the question is going to be hard. What is the best game, GTA or Red Dead Redemption 2? I would say GTA, purely because of how much I've played it in like the past kind of few years. Like I've had it since it was on Xbox 360. And I still find it fun. So I would say that, but Red Dead Redemption 2, very good game as well. But it is half time now. Whoever wins this game is going to be finishing 5th in the Tokyo Sevens competition here for the Olympics. Whoever's got Tomasi forward pass proved costly as well. Says it was MH Joy. Yeah, that one could have been possibly an opportunity for them to go out that back line and get it out to the winger, but unfortunately just not quite meant to be there. But if they score a try early on in the second half, it is well and truly on. That is for sure. I feel like the camera is slightly in the wrong place, but we will go to about there. And I might actually have a little wiggle over this way. We have got USA as well, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, they are winning this one at this stage. But the USA, that's one thing that Great Britain would have done to them. They will not feel safe at all in this match. They will know that they need to have a good performance right to the end. They were 21-0 up over Great Britain, and then Great Britain went back to win that one 26-21. So they've got to be careful in the second half not to have it run away in the favour of South Africa, but it looks like they are getting fired up here. It is their coach, I believe, who is just telling them a whole heap of tactics here. Of course, it is a very hot day, and these guys have been playing at an insane pace. So fatigue is well and truly going to set in. Okay, questions is over. It's just win as well, says Brandon. At this stage, they are showing Carlin Isles. The question is, when do they decide to release Baker? He hasn't taken off the bib yet, so he is going to be a late impact player by the looks of it for the USA. He's holding the drinks at the moment, but I feel like as soon as that man comes on the field, it is going to be danger for South Africa. They've got to use that pace, but unfortunately in this competition so far, we haven't really seen too many wingers be able to use their pace other than, I guess, maybe that Argentine winger who had an absolutely incredible tournament, and maybe he will be able to get himself a try in that game up against Great Britain. That is going to be the next game. That's going to be happening in 20 minutes' time, and then the next one after that is going to be the final. USA Perry on the wing as well. MH Joy says, yes, Baker. At this stage, I believe he would be out on the wing, but he hasn't started, or he hasn't started the second half either. So I'm assuming they are going to wait a couple more minutes and then unleash him when those other players are a little bit more fatigued, so that it does give them a very good chance of being able to find a gap. That's going to be taken nicely by Osefo. A little knock on, though. Even though he was facing backwards, it is still counted as a knock on, and now it is going to be a scrum feed for South Africa. Once again, the handling errors have been paying a little bit of a price there for the USA, and now it's going to be the scrum feed for South Africa, only around 38 metres out from the USA line. And at this stage now, only 7 minutes left in this one. Like someone mentioned earlier on, I am very excited because of the fact that we are going to get to see it be 10 minutes for each half of that Sevens final. NBC showing me more commercials for diabetes medication than showing me the game as well, says Katie Dixon. At this stage, luckily on Sky, they have got no ads, which I am very thankful for. We have also got someone else I am thankful for. Mako Polar Bear has become a member of the channel. Thank you very much, mate. Feel free to use those emojis in the chat. We have got the tri-wing, and we have also got Kieran in there, which is a very awesome one indeed. And we have got Kiwi Lads. Can we talk about your day? It's been hectic, and I feel like it's going to get even better depending on how these next two matches go. But so far, has been incredibly busy, but it has been a very good day for watching some sevens. There's going to be a bit of a counter-ruck, and the USA have got it. No, they haven't, not quite. Carlin Isles would have been gone there if he did get the chance, but it is going to be the penalty for no clear release for South Africa. I'm a fully fledged Kiwi Lads patched up member, as well, says Marco Fotopolovia. You are indeed. And that is one thing with the members. I have seen that as you are a member for more and more months, we have made it so that you do get a different colored Kiwi Lads little logo. So this after 1 month, you get a bronze. Second month, you get a silver. 6 months, you get a gold. And then 12 months, you do get the diamond. But that one's going to be a full pass now from South Africa. And it will be, once again, an opportunity for the other team, USA. We have got there. Hey, crazy. And also, where do I watch live, guys? Says Bob. What country are you in, Bob? Do let me know. We might be able to help you out. We have got NZ can do with unleashing Caleb Clark on the wing against Fijians in the final. I think the only way he is allowed in the side is if they have an injury. So I'm wondering whether or not it is going to be that situation of someone might end up, pulling up a little bit lame just before the game to have the opportunity of letting Caleb Clark out there. UK, says Bob. Are they going to be showing it on? Oh, someone mentioned it earlier on. Eurosport, I know, is a paid subscription, but there is also the option that there are 2 channels that they are showing the games for free. So hopefully they show the Great Britain game, because that is going to be the next one that is coming up. But I don't think they will be showing this one. That's going to be a penalty there to the USA, only 5 meters out from the line as well. And now it's going to be Osefa going across field. Gets it into the hands of Williams. He is isolated by Brown, and it is a good tackle from him. It's going to be almost a knock on there from Madison Hughes. It's gone backwards. No, it isn't. It's a knock on. All bogus links as well, says Bob. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know whether or not, other than those subscription-based ones, how many places actually have it. I know in New Zealand, the not on BBC, mate, as well. It's a hard one. I wish they'd have more channels that people can watch them for free, because of the fact that we are going to get see some very good games, and Great Britain might have a chance of winning the medal in that match up against Argentina. So hopefully they will show that game somewhere. But if they do not, we are going to be doing the commentary of the game, but we just aren't able to show any match footage due to copyright. But now it's going to be Brown at the back of that scrum, and now it's going to be once again a beautiful salad dummy little knock on there once again from South Africa, and now it is going to be JC Pretoria, making the tackle on Thomason, and they're having a bit of a cuddle as well. We have got on there as well question for name city or name four cities in the USA. I guess you could go Chicago, Miami. Where else have we got? We got Alabama. Is that a city, or is that no? That's not a city. New York can be New York City, I guess I should say. And also, I feel like I should be able to think of one more, but at this stage, I'm looking at the USA, and they have got my brain absolutely blank. One more USA city. I guess you could go like Boston. No. Is Boston a city? Yeah, it is. It's in Massachusetts. I feel like I'm terrible with my USA geology. Should be on Stan. As well says Sunia, and also, hey bro, we've been to Kiwi Lads prospects far too long, as well says Marco Vodopolo, and Vegas as well. Alabama is a freaking state as well, or is a state as well, says Katie. I try and correct. Oh, that's a big hit on Carlin Ollies. He just gets back up though. That man is like a spring. He just went straight back up to his feet, and it's going to be a penalty now to the USA. 4 minutes left in this one. Dallas as well is a good choice from Emmett Choi, and also Kansas City in there, and Hawaii and Virginia as well, says Emmett Choi, and yeah, only on Eurosports, says Bob. So that is a shame that they don't have anywhere that it will be for free for that game, because of the fact that it's going to be a bronze medal matchup between those two sides. And Bonfire in the chat says Katie, yeah, it was a very big hit on him, that is for sure, and he is absolutely loving the emojis the Johnny plays. But now looks like Brown is down at the moment for South Africa, so that is not ideal in this situation. I believe it was the tackle on Carlin Isles that did cause him a little bit of strife, but now he is getting back up to his feet, and more than likely looks like he might get replaced here for South Africa. They have got a few good players off the bench, though, that they could go to depending on how it goes. We've also got maybe 21-7 in the final, because both making errors galore as well, says Justin. Yeah, at this stage, there have been a lot of drop balls in this situation, and also throughout the tournament, but I think that has something to do with the amount of humidity out there. It is very hard to hang on to the ball, definitely when you are fatigued. But yeah, someone mentioned that it is going to be 10 minutes for each half of that final match between Fiji and New Zealand, so that's going to be even more exciting. What's up, my brother fan, or brother from another mother, as well, says Machu, and also you guys are too funny, and Karen, as well. Imagine the sus guy popping his head through at 3 a.m. I mean, popping, he can pop, can't you, Kieran? Although we don't want him to pop. At this stage, he is a little bit flat. I'll need to pump him up a little bit more. 3 minutes 33 left at this stage. It is indeed. It seems like the coverage is cutting slightly in and out at times, but will they be able to get one more try here, the USA? That's the thing. They get a converted try here, they can draw this game, if not win it, because of course, I think it would actually go to extra time. Or Sever with the step, he's dropped the ball again, though. And now because of it, it is going to be another scrum to South Africa. I think this is probably almost the most handling errors we've seen in the game so far. And it is not the time to be doing it when you've got a chance of being able to either finish fifth or sixth. There's still time as well. Season match, and hey, Machu, bro, I've been given my Kiwi Lads patch. Now I'm going to take over the New Zealand MC scene as well, says Marco Vonapola Bear. Yeah, at this stage, I mean, you guys were requesting them very heavily. So we wanted to make sure the emojis that we do let you use are kind of relevant to the channel. The likes of the Kieran, we're also going to be having possibly a Billy one coming soon, and also a couple more of the sayings that we do have on the channel popping through as well. And now it's going to be Duprea now, passing it out. It's going to be in the hands of Hans, trying to run sideways, just running over the top. It's going to be another penalty against the USA. And at this stage, it is penalty knock on in this game, back to back. 2.5 minutes left in this one, straight out in front here for South Africa. They might even consider taking on the drop kick, will they? Or do they take the quick tap? That's a big question, because of the fact that if they were able to get some points on the board here, they would end up possibly winning the game. They've taken the quick tap, and now he is just standing still just outside of the 22 now with a bit of a step. He ends up tackling himself there, but it's a beautiful sell on dummy, and it's worked. He fell over, and then he's got back up, and he scored the try there. And Kurtley Arensa hasn't been able to score that try. And I feel like that was one of the casualest tries that I have seen, or the most casual tries, because of the fact he kind of fell over, sold the dummy, got back up, went through the gap and scored. Easy peasy, but we have got in there. Glad to finally listen on, glad to listen on in Hamish, because I had your semi-finals lives on earlier, but I had class in the time in uni as well, and I was watching without sound, says River knows this. Yeah, at this stage, it is going to be the bronze medal matchup coming very soon between, it will be Great Britain and also it will be Argentina. That's going to be a good match. There's going to be a lot of passion out on that field, that is for sure. Great Britain having a huge comeback over the USA. Also Argentina able to beat South Africa. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. Question name 5 cities in the UK, says Brandon. I feel like I'd have to think about it a little bit more, because on the spot when you're talking about a game as well, it is very tough to multitask, that is for sure. And we have also got well at a try, says Katie, and also where's the Kiwi Lads 420 patch-up party, as well, says Machu. Don't know whether YouTube would allow that one, but that has been taken very nicely there. And now it's going to be Williams. That hits the ref in the face there, trying to use the back line. And it's just smacked the ref in the ear, and he doesn't look too happy with it as well. It came off, and we have got there for a mistake or deliberate as well. Says MH Joy for the fall. Maybe was deliberate. I mean, no one would have been expecting it. He kind of just sprung back up and went straight through as well when Hamish starts growing in his shed. I'll help with the hydro setup as well, says Marco Vodapola. But now it's going to be once again the USA. They want to score one more in this match, that is for sure. Carlin Isles now running sideways, offloads it back now into the hands of Hughes. Now it's going to be Barrett, who goes on the outside now to their number 2. Big contact there. But David's trying to rip that ball away, not quite able to. And the USA now are going to be in the half of South Africa on the halfway line now. They are going to be trying to drive their way through, get that first try, or the last try of the match, I should say, with 6 seconds left as well. It's gone down. It's another knock on. And now it is going to be Duprea inside ball. Gives it into the hands of Pretorius. He's fallen over as well. He's fallen over twice. That man's legs aren't working at the moment. He's on the 22. And now they are going to be trying to get one more by the looks of it. Here's South Africa firing the wide ball out into the hands of their number 5. He is piercing the gap there, Davids. But he wasn't quite able to get through. Almost a knock on, but they have been able to hang on to it. They're dry. Goes back now across the field. Bounce pass to Duprea. Are they going to be able to get through? He's stepping around Duprea, finding a bit of a gap. Not able to find the offload, though. For South Africa once again, going to be going back across. It's going to be Hans here. Pretorius on the outside. Didn't need him. He is stepping around, and Hans hasn't been able to score that try there to finish off the match for South Africa. And that means now that the end score more than likely will be 28 to South Africa and 7 to the USA. That means if that trend continues, we had 4 tries for Argentina, 4 tries for Australia, 4 tries for South Africa. Does that mean now that it will be another Southern Hemisphere side, Argentina, getting 4 tries up against the one of Great Britain? We will have to wait and see. It should be a very exciting match between those two sides. That is for sure. Yeah, I went to a local. It's an interesting one. Mogo Vodapola, and also we have got there Kieran. I love this emoji, says David. I absolutely love it as well. The Kieran one looks extremely slick, and it looks really, very realistic as well, which is very awesome indeed. My family and I are about to start a crew business, and that's the dream, says Marco Vodapola. But at this stage, full time in this matchup, USA Sevens sitting on the 7 points. South Africa going to be sitting on 28. So that means that they are going to be finishing in 6th, USA and South Africa finishing in 5th. So far through the list, it is going to be South Korea in 12th. 11th is going to be Japan. And then 10th, Ireland. 11, that's not out of the account. Down, it is going to be 9 will be Kenya. Then 8 is going to be Canada. 7 Australia. 6 USA. And then it will be 5 South Africa. And GG Boy says Tesla. So what we will do once again, I think you guys have worked out the draw by now. I will put a link in the chat for the next live stream that we are going to be doing. And it is going to be a very exciting one because of the fact it is going to be for a bronze medal, either Argentina or maybe it will be possibly the side from the Great Britain area that will be able to get the win. But once again, I think I just linked my own channel. That's not the one that I didn't want to do here. But we will quickly go like this, and we will go like this, and we will go like this. Bang. That link now in the chat is going to be for the next live stream that we are going to be starting in only a minute's time. And it is going to be between the two sides, Great Britain and Argentina. And it should be an extremely exciting one indeed. We have got in the chat, can't wait for to watch the women's sevens as well, says Kyle, and South Africa are deserving winner. This is Satch. Thank you, Kiwi Lads, as well. Says, or in this match, sorry, says Emma Shoy, and that was from him there. But nonetheless, we are going to be ending this live stream now. Remember to click that link. That will take you over to our next live stream, and we will be starting that one in only a minute's time. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.